Bobby, from your perspective as a shop owner, what is happening to the aftermarket sweet spot?
First, before I answer that question, I'd like to question some assumptions and clarify some definitions. Sweet spot in sports is defined as the place on a bat, club, racket, or paddle where it's most effective to hit a ball. Technology has enabled sportsmen to score better by increasing the size of the sweet spot. Ping clubs in golf are a classic example, and thanks to their increased sweet spot, an average golfer can score better, and a skilled golfer can score exponentially better. So it is in the automotive aftermarket service industry. In my opinion, our sweet spot is no longer confined by the conventional definition of vehicles 5 to 10 years of age. Now, due to two big factors, technology and the economy, the automotive aftermarket service sweet spot is getting bigger. First, technology. Today's vehicles are more sophisticated than the Apollo spacecraft. Despite the Toyota outlier, technology has increased vehicle quality and longevity, which are great things for us in the automotive aftermarket service because people are keeping their vehicles longer. And undeniably, the economy is forcing longer vehicle retention too. So now, we in the automotive aftermarket service sector have a terrific opportunity, and the skilled ones in our industry have an exponentially terrific opportunity. I'm going to share some stats, even though I really implore you to peel the onion back a couple of layers before conclusions are reached on stats, because stats can be tricky. If you see the word average, what does that mean? Arithmetic mean. Add all the elements up and divide by the number of elements. Median, the number at which 50% of the subject numbers fall below it and 50% above. And mode, the most frequent number in a group of numbers. These averages can be quite different, so do your research. Also, check out your source. There are hundreds of surveys done by .coms, .orgs, and .govs, but not all have equal legs. Okay, no surprise, new vehicle sales are down. According to NADA, the National Automobile Dealers Association, they fell from almost 17 million in 2005 to around 13 million in 2008. Of course, 2009 figures are not out yet, but according to J.D. Power and Associates, the number forecast is 10.3 million in the U.S. Age of vehicles on the road is up. There's a variation in that number as well, depending on the source. But according to R.L. Polk, the median age of cars today is 9.4, and for trucks, 7.5. Other sources say 10 years and 9 years, respectively, but all indicate a trend of longer time on the road. The Bureau of Transportation Statistics indicate an excess of 254 million total registered vehicles at the end of 2007. And though the Department of Transportation traffic volumes report indicate a negative trend from November 2007 through March 2009, that same report indicates a year-to-year increase from April 2009 through November 2009, with the exception of October. Gas prices, up, down, up, down, up, down. The average price of gas today, about $2.61. It's about the same as it was August 18, 2005. But the highs and lows during this period swing from $1.61 all the way to $4.12. And finally, the Automotive Aftermarket Suppliers Association estimates $50 billion of unperformed maintenance in 2008 per its Automotive Aftermarket Status Report. Now, I said all that to say this. We have to redefine the automotive service sweet spot beyond the old standards of new vehicle sales, gas prices, and miles driven. Take new car sales. In the glory days, when the cycle was buy a new car, keep it 5 years, buy a new car, the sweet spot of 5 to 10-year-old vehicles was predictable and provided the service industry with an influx of cars every year into the deep sweet spot pond. Now, due to technology and the economy, the pond may not be as deep, but it's wider, filled with older cars that are now more than ever in need of service or maintenance. And though gas prices may influence a particular individual trip, people are still driving their cars to work, church, school, soccer games, and pool halls. Now that, Right now, the sweet spot's in transition from deep to wide. I say the automotive service industry has, in the next 5 years, a fantastic opportunity for the skill providers with the right clubs in their bags to flourish. Forget about relying on gas prices to go down permanently. That won't happen. Or hoping new car sales will make a big comeback. Or waiting for the next generation of hybrid and electric cars to change the paradigm again. So, we need to transform that $50 billion of growing worth of unperformed maintenance into a profitable business and, into a better, safer, and more fun driving experience.
How is a service provider like Bobby Likis Car Clinic planning for or preparing to survive when the aftermarket sweet spot lessens?
Before I get into what we're doing here at Car Clinic Service, let me paint the landscape. For years, dealers competed with the aftermarket, fast lubes, chains, independent repair shops, you name it, from a new car dealer's point of view. Basically, that of selling cars and providing service as needed and or as requested by the car owner. Not much competition for the aftermarket. But reduced new car sales demand a shift in paradigm. Not only will dealerships promote more services than ever, but will also seek training and personnel to help educate them as to how to run their dealerships more like an independent. Dealers are opening satellite service facilities to increase profits and help drive new customers to their main stores. For example, 15% of all Ford dealers already have on-site fast lube, light-duty service stores, of which 25% are satellite. Bottom line, OEMs such as Ford are encouraging their franchisees to enter the quick service, light repair world and are also providing specific software, training, and limited funding to help them get started. And Honda already gives its dealers a bundle plug-and-play service software package specifically designed to offset 80% of the dealership's fixed ops, up from its current 67% average. This software uses in-house numbers rather than industry numbers. As for Car Clinic Service, we knew trouble was brewing when technology challenged our ability to stay proficient with all car lines. So, what will we do to survive here at Car Clinic Service? Better question is, what are we doing? Because we're already exercising our plan, one that we created, codified, trademarked, and implemented some 5 years ago. We've got it, and it's called PreRepair, which stands for the prevention of repair. The beauty of PreRepair is that it's applicable to brand new cars, middle-aged cars, and older cars, which means we're not restricted by the traditional sweet spot. In fact, our PreRepair plan was designed to provide packaged service options for car owners, enrolling them into PreRepair at 3,500 miles or helping them upgrade their older vehicles at 200,000 miles. Let me share a few numbers. And by the way, these aren't surveys, but real sales data over the past 5 years. In 2004, only 12% of our total sales were maintenance services. In 2005, we implemented PreRepair, more than doubling our maintenance numbers in the first year. We closed out 2005 at 27%. PreRepair continued to grow, and by the close of 2008, our numbers were at 40%. Even during 2009's down economy, PreRepair sustained its performance at 38% of all sales. And while the industry struggles with its broken business model of buying customers with its 1995 oil change, forcing upsells that continue to devalue and degrade the service industry, we and our customers are enjoying success under our PreRepair umbrella with Booster Shot. Booster Shot is an anti-aging package that allows extended oil change intervals while still providing maximum engine and fuel system protection. In 2009, of all oil change services performed at Car Clinic Service PreRepair, less than 4%, 3.87% to be exact, were plain LOFs. 3.87%. But here's the spotlight. In 2009, 73% of all oil services were booster shots. 73%. Booster Shot is scalable and can be duplicated in any service shop, OEM connected or independent, and is but one of the many procedures in our very successful PreRepair program. all trademarked. We're not waiting to see what happens down the road. We know what to do today. We understand the business. We know what it takes to educate car owners and how to present service options with a sense of collaboration in a completely different zone than the insulting upsell. The automotive aftermarket service sector is a fragmented industry that needs regenesis and a fresh start in consumers' eyes. I believe those of us who are true believers in the profession and have the passion and the plan will prosper. That plan is PreRepair.